we done something like this. I got into my Omoplata and Carl done his cartwheel escape over, and then we showed you how to create space. I don't run cross facing me here. And now from that position my hand came through and I inverted and I got Omoplata on Carl. Reverse engineer that and go for it, only Carl doesn't have to do the cartwheel escape. I can manufacture the same response from that deep lasso. So Carl's on his knees, and again it's all based on that lasso sweep that we looked at. So if you suck at that, you need to put reps in on it. Let's recap again. So I have sleeve control, feet on hips. Now from here, this is not really good for me because Carl's got inside control with his arms. The next mesocycle is going to be in guard passing, and this is just, I should not be doing this, but I'm not going to be here very long. I'll use my foot on a hip to turn my hip, and now I have my leg on the inside, and I want this one also on the inside, if that makes sense. This hook and connecting myself to Carl is what I want. So then from there, this foot will come across. If it's gi, I'll grab the pants. No gi, I can underhook. I load Carl onto me and then leg press off and coming up. So once we get better at that, we can base our submission attacks on the reaction of them not getting swept. So if we looked at the first one was when I put the lasso on and I had inside control and I loaded Carl onto me, when I took him this way, Carl just readjusted the center line. He just brought himself back from his right to his left. This time when I go for it and he knows I'm going for it and I bring this foot through and I'm trying to load him onto me, he's sitting back with his butt on his heels, okay? And he's not even really moving at all. And that's a smart thing he's doing. He's got posture. There's just no way I'm going to sweep him, so I'm going to Omoplata him. If you notice when he sits back, there's a lot of space here. So all we're thinking about is using that connection of my foot on the hip to do a little bit of a hip escape again. Notice the space now. It opens up here when I actually do that. The minute I do that, I'm going to bring my right foot to the mat, go on the ball of the foot. My hand lets go of the sleeve. My hand goes in the back of the knee. And I use that connection with my foot on the mat to invert onto my right shoulder and then back into my hold Omoplata position again. So again from there, I lift this. I'm not looking to get a shoulder on the mat. I just want to put tension in that arm. And now from here, I have the Omoplata. So we can go for that spinning Omoplata, not just off the cartwheel escape. We can set it up ourselves based on Carl's reaction on the sweep. So again, I have sleeve control, feet on hips, not so good from a passing perspective, but I'm not going to stay here very long. I hip out, I put in that lasso, using the connection, L-shaping my foot is right under his armpit, my toes are connected to the back of his right shoulder. That detail of keeping my fist in front of my thigh, if you're not doing those things, they will have passed your guard in a second and none of this is worth a damn. So now, I'm thinking of that sweep again, but I'm really going to sell it. I'm going to take my foot off the hip. And this is where we need to be careful. Okay? I can't take my foot off this hip and not monitor this space. Because if he pulls himself into me, it doesn't matter what I do from here. He's going to be trying to close that space. So the minute I do that, I still have this. And if Carl tries to get close to me, I can use that to sweep him again and off balance him. But now he's not playing the game at all. He knows I'm going for that, and I feel him posturing back. So, from this position, all I'm going to do is create a little bit more space here. So I use my right foot on his hip to hip escape out. Then I'm going to bring my right foot off his hip, and I'm going to replace my right foot with my right hand. And I'm going to use that connection with the mat to get myself right up on my right shoulder. So the minute I get to here, come down, finding the collar or the gi, and now I make that grip from the sleeve to the elbow. As I lean on him, now let's put tension in that shoulder. I just pull this back. Now from here I have Omoplata one more time. And when you play around with that lasso sweep, you're going to get, he's either going to readjust and bring his hips, his body back this way, or he's leaning back. If he's leaning back, I'm moving under. So again, out. Once I have inside, again, trying to hit that sweep. Carl's leaning back, my foot's coming through. Just finding the elbow, pressure. I have the omoplata. Again, if you're playing solo drills, that Granby roll is a good drill to do, where I'm just rolling across my shoulders. The mechanics of that sweep are the spinning omoplata is you're rolling across your shoulders and not your back. Okay, let's play.